taking my trash out one night. La-di-da. You know what I'm saying?
That was me.
Chilling, no care in the world.
Yeah.
I go around the shit, go to open it, flip the shit up. A cat jump out on my ass. That shit.
They jumped
Tear
on
my
you.
ass up.
Hold on, that shit jumped on you.
So you had to defend yourself?
Yo,
Oh no.
Bro, I'm tearing that cat up.
it took about another 2 months for me to take the trash out again, man. I ain't know what that was.
Wait a
Was
minute.
it dark for you too?
It was dark outside.
Wait a minute. So you walked out there and you had the trash. You picked the lid up and the
Yeah,
cat
I'm
jumped
like,
out.
This
like
is
I
my
said,
advice.
I'm
How do you? I'd die.
Don't take the
shit
trash
out
out.
get
Don't
ready
take
to
the
throw
trash
the
out
shit
at
in there.
night,
The cat jump out on my ass and just tear my ass up.
Because I feel like if I'd have made it to the trash can and opened the lid and he'd have jumped out, I'd have just passed out right there.
Yeah, it would been over right there.
And then I'd just been out
Nah,
there.
bro, that's right. That's traumatic.
We taping, yo.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, what's happening? Welcome. No, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Legend Has It podcast. If this is your first time here, I go by the name of Artwork.
What's happening? This is Bodie, a.k.a. the light-skinned Franklin Saint. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You already know. Bo in the building.
This is the illustrious RH, a.k.a. Raul.
Illustrious.
Hey, what the hell you laughing at?
Wow.
Yeah, I like
You threw a little sauce on that thing.
I like
No,
it, man.
that's where I am.
You
I just gotta let
illustrious.
everybody know. They gotta
Just
be on the
based
same
on what the
wave.
day is, I'm also a.k.a. the notorious Bodie.
All right, man, you gotta
This
chill.
nigga, oh,
You gotta chill.
the notorious B-O-D-I-E. That's all right. That's all right.
You feel me?
All right, man, we locked in, we clocked in, we clocked in, we locked in. What's happening, fellas?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing happening.
Chilling,
Nothing
man.
at all.
Ain't nothing happening.
How y'all feeling?
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
How y'all
it's
feeling,
getting
y'all? Y'all
warmer
good on that E&J?
outside.
Happy to be here.
Feeling warm off that E&J
Yeah,
XO?
man, it's getting a little warmer
Ain't nobody drinking no
outside.
E&J, bro. Like,
The unreleased. The unreleased. He's shooting us.
Hold on,
in
here,
the
let me
foot.
let me go back for a second. I won't hear the last part, but was y'all really drinking E&J?
we was
was
not
on that
drinking
E&J XO.
I knew y'all had to be lying. Y'all won't drink no damn E&J.
It was on
man.
that XO E&J.
No, y'all won't drink it.
It ain't
Who's
out
on
yet.
that?
You know what?
Yeah, baby.
If you got some E&J and then you get the XO, kill yourself.
We was drinking that. Yeah,
Like, why
baby.
is you drinking the
listen to
XO E&J?
Don't listen to that. Do what you do.
But we, yeah, drink
If
what
it
you
works
drank,
for you.
but we was not drinking E&J.
You might as well go and get that big ball of Palm Sun while you at it.
Here's a bit of advice. If you go in the store and they got E&J XO, leave. Don't buy nothing. Because something ain't right about where you at. I'm telling you.
Ain't nothing
I mean,
wrong
just
with that.
leave.
Yeah, don't buy nothing.
It's gonna get you where you need to go.
Go to another store.
That
Nah,
shit gonna
that
get
ain't
you where you
true, though,
need to go.
Because last time I went to the liquor store, they had no Douce, they had no Hennessy.
Yo, I experienced the same
They didn't have
thing.
nothing but I had to get airplane bottles of Hennessy if I wanted some. I ended up getting some Remy though.
Bro, they ain't even have
Which one you
Cavassier.
I got the regular bottle of Remy,
Which, I mean,
like a fifth of him or Remy.
we was on that. Yeah, baby. We was on that.
17 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was on.
And it took me a long time to buy it. The lady in the store actually talked me into it. Because I walked out the store. I was like, I ain't buying nothing.
But I mean, that's not bad.
It was,
Nah,
it
that's
was
okay.
decent. It was
Yeah,
decent.
it's not bad.
Like,
niggas
what do you
bougie,
think? What
man.
be
I
going
fucks
on
with
when you
the
can't
Remy.
get what you want?
I do
Like,
too.
what be going on around here?
I got an explanation, but it wasn't a good explanation. But the lady at the store said the state got something to do with what's going on. And that was basically the explanation I got. So it really didn't explain nothing.
They regulating.
She was like, it's coming and it's getting put out, but it's getting put out. They rationing it out. I don't know why, but that was basically how she explained it to me.
Treating it like Jordans.
That shit crazy.
Make
Bad
all-
as they
And
try.
another thing that they told me today, she was like, "You remember the Hennessy drought when the pandemic started?
No.
couldn't get Hennessy at all. She was like, a lot of people started drinking Douce then.
Oh,
they went switched up. So that's why we can't get the Douce
she
no
was
more.
saying that Hennessy's still struggling to get back right. So that some of the people that switched over at that point in time still on the same thing, which makes sense to me because why wouldn't you be like, I'm going to drink this Douce instead of getting this Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, that got a lot to do with it too. This was, and it made sense when she told me that. I was like, yeah, I understand. Because the first time I had a bottle of Douce, I was like, I'm never drinking Hennessy again.
Bougie.
Hey, shout out to E&J.
XO.
XO. Hey
Leave
man,
that
let me ask
store.
y'all, it's a new season of Last Chance U coming out. Have y'all ever watched Last Chance U? I know, Randy, you have, because you put me
watched
onto it.
I have.
Yeah, I watched it.
I'm excited as hell that this show is coming back.
For y'all,
It's riveting television.
can I speak on this right quick? Because Last Chance U holds a special place in my heart.
Same.
That is one of the best shows I think I've ever seen. I love that show. And now they doing basketball. Oh man, I'm about to binge that. I'm watching the hell out of that.
So when does that start?
This week.
They can come on. I think it's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Might be tomorrow.
Oh, really?
What's
I
the
think
day?
it come out
The
tomorrow.
9th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's tomorrow.
It's March 9th right
So
now. I
might
think
be
it comes out
clicking on-
March 10th.
You might be able to see it right now.
So
Well, I
once
think-
in a
you
few
definitely
minutes.
be. If
And
you
this
never
new
seen
season ain't got
Last
nothing
Chance
to
U,
do with the old one, so you can watch the new one. But I would suggest you watch all of them because ain't none of them gonna disappoint. They all good.
And I
Last
got
Chance U, like women, I think women would be intrigued by this show also. Even if
No,
you don't
my
like,
girl watch it.
if you
She
don't
love that
like,
shit.
if you don't know anything about sports, I think you would love this show. This show is so
Real.
good.
And I have, I guess it's sort of a personal story that goes along with Last Chance U. It's a kid, I consider him my nephew. He goes by, I think it's Big Gucci 69 on all social medias. I'm gonna look that up and hopefully we can put it right here. But he had a full ride to ECU coming out of high school. When the ECU fucked off. That's my opinion, what he did.
Yo.
So that didn't work out. He ended up going to a junior college in the Midwest somewhere. One of the junior colleges that ended up playing the school that was the Last Chance U school. And they actually, when he was there, they actually beat the Last Chance U school. Now he's playing for Louisiana Lafayette based off of his performance in junior college. That's why I say I feel like I have some sort of a, because I consider him my nephew, and I will definitely get y'all the name so y'all can follow him. But I think it's Big Gucci 69, and so he had experience being on the field. I don't know if his game actually made the tape since it was one of the games that the school lost. Because most of the games, they don't show too many of them, but it might be one. I don't know. But it's been a couple of years. But this will be his senior year coming up. And hopefully the pandemic will let me get to go see him play this year. Because they will be somewhere where I can make it to. Like last year, it came right down the road. And
So you mentioned junior college. Somebody explain what Last Chance U is. We didn't explain it. We just went into it. So
I can't explain it to you. 'Cause
explain
I
what
watched
that
all
is.
of them. So when they talk
what
about
it's
junior
about.
college, it's like, okay, so say for instance, if you go to your local community college. So around here it might be like what is this shit called?
GTCC.
GTC. If you go to like around here GCC or anybody else out here, if you go to your local community college, that would be a junior college. If they had that type of program, you would play that
Football
sport there,
or sport.
right?
Yeah,
Pro-
you know
some type of sport
GCC
program.
they got sports now. They don't have a football team yet, but they got basketball.
Oh, they got and they baseball team pretty damn good.
Yeah,
But so if you went to your local community college and you wanted to play there for maybe a year or maybe 2 years, where you can transfer to like a D1 or maybe even a D2 college. That's what these guys are playing for. They playing at these other colleges so they can play at maybe a D1 or a D2 school so they can try to get to the next level.
A lot of times it be kids who had who were like top athletes, but the
They
grades
had like trouble. They had issues.
yeah, they might have
Serious
issues in the
obstacles.
streets, or they might have
Serious obstacles in their lives.
grade issues,
Yeah,
and
they
so
got
they go to
grade
these.
issues. They might got in some like trouble back home. They got in,
Issues
like
at
some
the
real
house.
trouble.
Yeah, so they go to these junior colleges to get back on the right track, to get seen by D1 colleges, and that's the hope. Sometimes it's D2 that sees them, and you know it's the hope. It's the dream. They chasing the dream.
And some of them make it to the league, which
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
ultimate goal.
What?
Yeah.
One of the guys that was
Few of
on
them made
Last
it to
Chance
the
U for the football just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the
Even
ultimate
though
goal.
he might not have been
few
like
of them made it though,
he
right?
might not have played that much in the game. He won a Super Bowl with that team.
So yeah, it's a really, really, really good show. If you haven't seen it,
And
man,
even if
this
they
isn't
don't
an
make it to the
ad,
league,
but check it out.
it becomes they have a better opportunity in life because they get to go to a school and get an education, regardless if they make it to the league or not. So, I get the, but I get what you're saying.
Watching the show, them niggas be knuckleheads,
Nah,
man.
connection,
But,
Hey, look,
connection is who you know is everything. in
but
life,
yo,
dog.
they do like it is. I shouldn't say that.
Nah,
They're
you
doing,
right though.
They be knuckleheads, but they be getting in how they live. They
Well, who
they be
you-
trying.
Who you know is
Yeah.
everything in life.
Check
dog.
this
Yeah.
out. So y'all
So-
remember if y'all had seen any of the Last Chance U, you know one of the dudes that he was real good. He was a defensive, I think it was defensive end or linebacker. I can't remember. He ended up getting caught up in a robbery murder.
Yeah, I remember that
I think I
one.
remember that
So
one.
he ended up getting with some kids that he was with, and they robbed somebody, and the person that they robbed ended up dying.
Yeah, yep.
He went
So
back home, right?
He was going. He was locked up.
Yeah.
about to go down on a
Him and
murder
his brother.
charge. And he was one of the best players on his team on the defensive side. Dude was good. He could have did something else with his life, but they showed on the other side when he was out of school on his break, he ended up getting up doing some other shit. Got caught in a murder, or whatever you call it, a homicide, murder, robbery, whatever. And I thought that was real interesting. And they went back and talked to him while he was on, I think he was on bail or something like that. And I thought that was real dope. I don't think he ended up getting charged with it from what I remember, but it was crazy to see somebody that good on the team and see what they end up doing with their free time. End up getting locked up for a murder, robbery. That shit was kind of crazy to me.
Anyway, man, it's a real dope show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's not an ad, but it's something that we all watch. So I thought we would talk about it, man. It's really, really good TV, and I think it'd be a dope dynamic to see how basketball is compared
Yeah,
to the
I'm
football.
real excited about that because
Yeah.
it's gonna be a whole totally different process of
Yeah,
what's
'cause-
going on.
Hey, can I
Definitely.
ask y'all a question about that though before we get off this subject? Do y'all think that them switching over to basketball, do you really think that's going? Do you think people that play in like middle college playing basketball, do you even think they ever got a chance? Because I don't think I really don't think they have a chance.
No,
We
you
gonna get
gotta
to see.
you know whole because this is you discrediting the whole thing. This is for you gotta look at it as if, all right, I came out of high school, I went to the big school, fucked up at the big school.
Yeah, it's the same. It's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm that dude on the court, but they didn't tell me I got to leave here.
Oh, so you went back here trying to get yourself
I
stuff
just got
back
to
up?
go and do
Redeem
my
myself,
thing,
yeah.
so these other coaches can be like, you know what, we're gonna give them a chance. Come on to my school. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's basically what it is.
It's basically gonna be
I
the
kinda
same
feel
thing.
like,
I
okay,
think.
for football, I feel like maybe you got a chance of doing that.
I feel like
For-
you got a better chance at football. Regardless,
for
'cause
basketball,
it's a
I don't think
53
you
man
have
it's
a
more,
roster.
it's
Yeah.
more spots.
Basketball, if you ain't in no D1 school, you might as well hang it up.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this is
but
what they doing it
they
for.
They trying to get back to where they was at before.
Because it's gonna be the same type players. They was like highly touted.
It's basically gonna be the G League for college niggas. Cause look, a lot of these cats in the G League been in the league. Had a deal in the league. But we need you to go play in the G League and prove yourself.
Dennis Smith.
Yeah.
It's not in the G League. I got it. Anyway, man, check it out, man. If you want to, if not, don't. But let us
I can't
know.
wait for that shit to come
Either
on,
way,
man.
I can't wait either. I think it's gonna be real dope.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have a good spin on it.
It's gonna be real exciting.
Anyway, good.
I don't know if
I
y'all
want one too, but I can't afford it.
Mike,
I ain't paying for that.
Mike is a member of a cartel. I don't know if y'all know it or
I'm
not.
gonna be on this.
But it's a Montclair coat in that family.
Delete it.
Hey, yo, what we talking about?
I don't
We
even
talking about
know,
this
man. But
damn-
we
I told y'all we
professionals,
can talk
man.
about what y'all niggas scared of.
It's Spencer.
We
Scared
professionals.
of.
Dang, I don't even have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't scared of clowns and shit like that. So
No, I'm scared of spiders.
You scared of spiders?
I don't like spiders.
I think T's.
But let me ask
I'm
you,
very
do it.
uncomfortable around spiders.
But that don't mean you scared of.
do you perform the way you need to perform when they come around?
When they come around, I'm gonna put up the front like I'm gonna take care of it.
What's your
But I'm
what's,
really like deep down I'm scared.
what's your initial
But
reaction?
you do
My
take
initial
care
reaction,
of it.
like when I told y'all that night, y'all know my computer in my crib, right? Mm-hmm. That motherfucking spider started crawling on my desk. Oh, big ass spider. He started crawling on my desk.
Did you make a noise?
Nigga, I almost lost my fucking mind.
You know what? I just thought of something that was more embarrassing than me being butt ass naked in that room.
Yeah, we was trying to tell this nigga about this.
But
Said
didn't
he was
nobody
playing damn
see
He said
sleeper
he
game.
never heard of
Didn't
sleepers.
nobody
He was
see
playing
me.
sleeper game, huh?
Didn't nobody
Fuckers.
see me, but this shit, I was fuck. I walked outside to put some trash in the dumpster. When I get from like here to the door, the fucking raccoon lift the lid up on that bitch. And look at me, and I'm just like, ah! And he just jump out and casually walk out. But I screamed like a little ass girl.
Sound like a hoe.
Yeah, I did.
But you know that ain't embarrassing because ain't nobody see you.
No, I was
embarrassed
embarrassed
for
for
yourself.
myself.
Did you look around?
Hold
I
on,
did.
Man.
You
Nah, we gotta get into this.
That shit happened to me before though, but not
Nah,
like
let's
that.
get into it,
It was
though.
a
But a raccoon though?
Nah, it wasn't a
was
raccoon,
scary.
it was a
That
cat.
would be scary though,
Y'all
because they
niggas
some
telling
scary
all the
looking.
shit. Let's get into it.
So I went.
It was a raccoon or a possum, one
Man,
of the
don't tell the
other.
story
I
now,
don't
man.
know
Let's
the
go
We
into
on
it.
camera,
It was probably a
Bro,
raccoon.
we ain't even opened up the subject.
What you? Man, we rolling.
He talking about some embarrassing shit. This is a throwback.
Yeah, I mean back. Yeah, I was. Look,
But I could imagine. Was it? Did you say it was night?
it was dark.
Oh, and you. So all you saw was eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
But he was
I'ma
like this.
drop
Back.
kick that
That
whole
fucker was
trash
like
can.
this.
You was in drop kick that. You
Drop kick the whole trash can. I'm fucking my shoulders up on that drop kick.
I ain't took nothing outside to the trash since
I'm
then
talking
at
about-
night.
Hey, look,
I'm knocking that shit over.
I had a similar situation because we used to live. When I was a teenager. We used to live in it's like these townhomes and shit, and then the trash bin was around the corner. So you come out the door and you have to walk around the corner. So my townhome was right here, but there was one on the edge, like on the end. So I had to like walk outside. My trash bin was on the side with theirs. It was together. So we'd go, I go around, taking my trash out one night. La-di-da. You know what I'm saying?
That was me.
Chilling, no care in the world.
Yeah.
I go around the shit, go to open it, flip the shit up. A cat jump out on my ass. That shit.
They jumped
Tear
on
my
you.
ass up.
Hold on, that shit jumped on you.
Yeah.
So you had to defend yourself?
Yo,
Oh no.
Bro, I'm tearing that cat up.
it took about another 2 months for me to take the trash out again, man. I ain't know what that was.
Wait a
Was
minute.
it
So
dark
you
for you
went-
too?
It was dark outside.
Wait a minute. So you walked out there and you had the trash. You picked the lid up and the
Yeah,
cat
I'm
jumped
like,
out.
This
like
is
I
my
said,
advice.
I'm
How do you? I'd die.
Don't take
that
the
shit
trash
out
out.
there.
Don't
Get ready
take
to
the
throw
trash
the
out
shit
at
in
night,
there. The
dog.
cat jump out on my ass and just tear my ass up.
Because I feel like if I'd have made it to the trash can and opened the lid and he'd have jumped out, I'd have just passed out right there.
Yeah, it would been over right there.
And then I'd just been out
Oh,
there.
bro, that's right. That's traumatic.
Yeah, that shit had me
can't
feeling
do
some type
no
of
shit
way.
like that.
You had to fight them off.
Bruh,
Bro,
that cat was beating my ass.
Yo,
That
that
shit,
cat would have been fucking done.
it was beating my ass.
That cat
Before I even
would've
knew
been-
what was going on, I'm like, oh.
That nigga humble candy can.
Yo, I go back. I'm like, my mom telling, I'm like, I ain't taking the trash out. Or I made sure I took it out before the sun went down.
You made your mama take the trash out.
I ain't look. If it's dark, I ain't taking that shit out.
They're gonna have to sit here
gonna let
until
your
the
mama
morning.
go take the trash
Nah,
out.
I don't know who taking it out. I ain't taking it.
She
If
gotta
it's
sit
dark
here
outside,
till in the morning.
I ain't taking that shit out. Fuck that.
From now on,
That cat beat my
trash got to
ass.
stay in the house until in the morning if you fill it up when it's dark.
That's funny.
That's the funniest shit ever right there.
That nigga said he gonna let his mama take the
You
trash
know
out.
what?
Yo, that cat beat my ass.
Hey, I commend you, bro.
Boy, I would
Because-
have that cat
I
would
don't
have
know if
been
I'd have
on
made
the
it. I don't know if I'd have made it out of that situation out there in the dog.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think
dark
I-
outside.
Because the thing
It
is,
wouldn't have been no fight. It wouldn't have been no
the thing
fight.
is, I probably would be out there with some slides.
Yeah, I
You
got
went
my,
all out the slide.
I got my Nike slides
You
on.
had me one way.
Bruh.
I'm out there trying to
Slide
fight.
sitting
I had
all over
on
the
some
side.
slides.
I done popped my Achilles.
I did have on some slides. But when that motherfucker did like this,
Oh, shit.
like,
Oh,
so I don't think it would have been no fight.
Oh,
If
that's
he
funny,
came out,
man.
it wouldn't have been no fight.
you crazy.
If
I
you
would have
came out
been
there
trying to fight
charged
everything.
you, what would you do?
I'd have just died right there. I'm
Yo,
telling
this
you.
nigga Mike got tears on his eyes. I would have been trying to fight everything if I seen that shit.
Hey,
Hell no.
boy.
I ain't took the trash out at night since then.
Nah, fuck that.
Well, yo.
Bro, so you talking about the raccoon just picked the lid up and said, hey, what you
Hey,
doing?
what you doing out here?
Bro,
You know, this is my
trying to jab the
trash.
shit out that damn raccoon.
You would have fainted. You would have took it. Hey, that's a man. If he'd have jumped out the trash can
Man,
and come
come
running
on.
at
Oh
you,
Lord, yeah,
ain't nothing you could
I'd have been done.
Cause you're not expecting that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come around,
trash
you
can.
just minding your business.
Yeah,
The whole
like
trash-
you said,
the
I walked out that
trash
motherfucker like
situation
do. And here we go.
That whole trash situation is over.
A whole
Never
nother
taking the
damn.
trash out the same again.
Not when it's dark.
Talking about that whole trash
And
can
now
will be turned the
it's-
fuck over when I come outside. Your mama come outside next day, the whole trash can.
I
just
know
dumped
I'm
over.
scarred because
Trash
I can
everywhere.
go out there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and I walk up to the motherfucker and be like,
We gotta test it out.
yeah, make
You
sure
see
ain't
something
nothing
going on
I
in the
kick,
trash can?
yeah, I kick that bitch before I damn open the lid
boy.
down. I'm scarred for life.
I'm sitting there thinking about what I would have did. I would have fucking lost my shit.
you'd
bro.
have fainted.
That's what happened.
Hell yeah. I'm fighting. Whatever in there, I'm fighting it. I'm fighting the hell out
But
of
you
this
don't
cat.
know, man. You feel some fairy in it.
That shit don't. Cause you taking it back. It's like, yo, you
I'm
didn't expect
fighting
it.
whatever in here.
Coming out my shirt. Oh,
Oh, this nigga done got naked outside.
through the trash.
Hey,
Look,
Nah, man.
depending on what season it is, I probably got on slide shorts and a wife beater walking out that bitch.
Yeah.
and that big fur thing jumping you across your neck.
Cat scratched me all up, man. That's what. Nah,
I'm out.
fuck that trash.
Damn.
You ain't know what you punched.
Motherfucker come out here and look for me 3 hours later because he take the trash out. He ain't never come back in the house.
Boy, that is the
Oh,
funniest.
man, I can't do that. Like, I don't blame y'all because I would have been in the same situation. I can't do that.
But I know I hollered, and I know it sounded like a 5-year-old girl was out there. I know I did.
Well, you had a reason
Oh,
to.
so
I ain't
you
gonna lie.
did just, you screamed.
I did. I did. I don't even know where that, yeah. I don't even know where that sound came from out of me, but it was high pitched and very disgusting.
I did the same thing.
I was scared,
But
though.
I tried to walk back in the house cool. Walk back in like I ain't say
Play it
nothing.
off.
Shit. I
Shake
wasn't
it
cool
off.
at all. I went in the house like, yo, nobody take the trash out when it's dark. From now on.
Shit, they would have seen me next time take the trash. I would have had my gun on me.
But ain't it crazy about
I'm
how
about
they
to shoot
get up
this
in
whole
there?
trash can up.
Check it though. It's crazy how they get in there.
Nah, they very intuitive.
No,
Nah, they be knowing there's some food in there.
I know, but just
because I'm gonna tell you what you will see after you go through some shit like this. You will come out like once they start giving out the damn. You got the regular trash can. Now you got the recycle bin. The motherfuckers will go in the trash can set up a table on the recycle bin. And I don't know if they call their friends up, but you could come out the next day and you could see where they was eating off of the recycle bin. Like they sat there and ate.
So they had a whole like
it
situation.
might be 4 of them laid out on the trash bin. I mean, on the recycle joint. And you'd be like, well, damn, the motherfuckers had a dinner party last night.
They had a little picnic table set up.
Yeah, I mean, it's that shit is crazy. Cause we used to, cause after that we saw the raccoon all the time. We started calling him Ricky.
Oh, y'all got a pet?
Yeah, Ricky ain't going nowhere.
You got a pet?
Ricky was out there, and you go out there, and I'm telling you, it'd be laid out how they ate the night before, on top of on the recycling shit. I'm like, damn man, what I'm gonna do about these motherfuckers? Shoot one of them, something.
Bro, I would have lost it if I seen.
I'm pretty sure he would feed the whole family.
Yeah. Now that's something different.
Pick up the lid on me, and like
the
he trying to
dark.
figure out what's going on. Like
In
he
the
looking
dark.
out to see what's going on.
He hear you.
No, don't do that.
And you don't see nothing but the eyes.
I'm knocking this whole shit
But
over.
that's what but Matt, it didn't touch him.
No,
Like
that
my man over here.
It jumped on his
When
face.
that cat jumped on him.
I know I'd have died. I know I'd have died. The cat came out because I almost died, and the motherfucker just looked at me. I know if the cat would have jumped on me, I'd have
That
died.
shit jumping on me, scratching me.
I would have
I'm
been
like,
It
dead,
scratched you
dog.
up.
yeah. You know, cats,
So it jumped on you.
it jumped on me.
So you fit all that.
Yeah.
From then
I'm
on,
like, come
when
on,
if I
man.
went out there in the dark
I ain't
and
sign
wasn't
up for
going
this.
to the trash can, I got the keys in my hand. I'm just shaking the shit out the keys. I'm making all kind, whatever kind of noise I can make. I'm
done
making
came over to
noise.
plan. He
trying
Make
to
sure
make
these
noise.
motherfuckers. I don't want
Before
these
he go
motherfuckers.
up.
Yeah, let these motherfuckers get the hell on before I get the car. Whatever I'm trying to do.
Let them know I'm on
Yeah,
the way.
I'm out here. You hear me?
Ricky.
Go ahead. Yeah. Please leave.
Hey, I'm about to
Please
come out.
leave.
I'm gonna give y'all some more food.
That should be crazy though when you like as a kid, the shit that traumatizes you, and you know sometimes people don't get over that type of shit. You know, I remember I was
Oh, he gonna be.
I'm not
he
cool
gonna
with
fear
taking the trash out of the night. I'm telling you right now.
I remember I was helping my mom wash her car. This was younger than the cat story, but I was helping my mom. We was in Georgia, and it's hot in Georgia, and there's lizards to be all around and shit. You can walk
We used
outside.
to have those.
Yeah, you walk
had
outside and the lizards just scatter.
We used to
Like
have them
just,
all
that
the
was
time.
normal. So I was outside, I was helping her wash her car. Shit, I go to get the hose after she done, got the suds on it. She white, and I'm supposed to spray it off. I go get the hose, and a fucking lizard jumped on my back. I'm like, oh shit! Y'all went in the house for the rest of the day, and then come outside. She was mad at me. She was like, "Boy, ain't nothing wrong with you. Mixing her up by the little ass lizard." I'm like, "Nah, fuck that." That shit jumped on my back. Like, nah,
We
I'm
used
cool.
to get the lizards a lot back when I lived with my mom. They was they wouldn't. I ain't never had one jump on me.
Yeah,
But
that
they
shit
used to
jumped
be
on my
around
back.
that
They
area
usually
a lot.
run from you, but that day I don't know what it was. Shit jumped on
Oh, you
me.
got a bad habit of them animals jumping on you.
Yeah,
I think they just like you.
I don't know, man. That shit.
Remember when my mama made me crawl up under the house?
Oh,
Put a brick. I knocked a brick out on the side of you know how that under the house had like the little brick, little setup to the house.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Space.
I knocked a brick out,
Foundation and shit.
the little foundation
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
I
I
knocked
know
a
exactly
brick
what you're
out,
talking
right? My mom made me crawl into the thing, now the crawl spaces up under the house. She made me crawl under the house.
everything is
to
in that
put
crowd
the brick
space, dog.
back in that spot. Brother, you know how I was scared as hell. I know
Paranoid
this to
in
this
the
day.
motherfucker.
I was scared. It was
Everything
mad
is in that crowd
spiders,
space, dog.
mad lizards. It was I couldn't see shit. All I could see was the light coming in from where the brick was knocked out at on the other side.
Oh
Nigga,
man.
you know, I crawled fast as shit till I could to put that brick back in, and then I had to crawl back out. My mama made me do that shit because I knocked that brick out.
Let me ask y'all a question. A dog ever got behind your ass
Yo.
that didn't belong to you?
Yes. I had
I
a
ain't
Great
even gonna
Dane.
lie.
A Great Dane chased my ass down on a bike. And the
That's the
nigga,
exact same thing
the
happened to me.
nigga said something in another language to make the dog come back.
Oh God.
He said some shit in like, I don't know what it was, German.
German,
Yeah,
probably.
probably
Something.
German.
He said, "Heißgewinn skate." And the dog stopped what it was doing and came back to where he was at.
Said, don't bite that nigga.
Great Dane was so damn big, it jumped over the fence like it won't shit.
I
Great
ain't even
Dane.
gonna lie. Me and my cousins riding the bikes. We going down the street. You going over a hill, but as you going over the hill, it's like a house, like right here. So as you going over the hill, we coming down. We just happen to look back for some reason. Black Lab,
Come.
just coming. He gets at me. I'm saying go. My
Labs are friendly though.
nah. I don't know what's wrong with this one. What's wrong with this one?
They won't right.
Yeah.
He won't
But
friendly,
I
huh?
saw him in time. I said, go, just go. So I'm running, but he gets like right to the pedal of my bike. And I'm just pedaling. But he never
Look at his leg.
he never got. He was right there, but he never just bit.
He was nibbling at your shit.
Yeah, he was there.
Why, how your legs was going?
All he had to do was hit that back tie, though, I swear to God. All he had to do was bump that back tie,
You would been
and
out
it
of
would
there.
have been over. Because I was kind of young, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't
Yeah, I
old.
was young as shit when that shit happened to me,
Yeah, I was
too.
kind of young. If he'd have hit that back tie any kind of way,
It was over.
he would have hit him. He'd have hit me because my cousin's gone.
There used to be this child in our neighborhood when we was younger. You know, child's mean as fuck.
Bruh.
There used to be this big ass child.
Same
These be-
page.
Oh, I had one of them.
Them they mean as fuck. They
No,
temperamental
they are
as
mean
fuck.
as shit.
Got behind me.
Yeah, the child used to like terrorize us in the neighborhood. I don't know how it would get loose. It'd just be loose. It was one of my homeboy's friends. Well, it was my homeboy's dog. But that shit would always get loose or some shit. And then, you know, type, you ain't gonna bite. Nah, fuck
Nah,
that.
fuck that. Yeah,
man,
That
dog
dog
fight.
mean as shit.
I had a child, and my child done bit me. I know for sure when it was alive. My dog bit me a few times.
But my homeboy had a child. His child was nice as I don't know what.
Nah, they
Oh,
temperamental.
My child wasn't nice, and that motherfucker get loose too.
It was a child got behind me. He broke his chain. So you already know. This dog extra aggressive because the fucking chain is broke. He come running towards us. We take off running. I damn hurdled the fence. I ain't even gonna say I hurdled the fence. I dove over the fence. And when I looked up, the dog was on his way over the fence. So just imagine you just dove over the fence. This ain't feel good when you hit the ground. But then you look up and you see the dog is in the air
He doing the same thing.
doing the same thing I just did.
They gonna land on
Did he
his
jump
feet though.
on you?
No, I had to get up. I got up.
What? But was he? He was coming after you.
Yeah, he was behind. He was chasing us, and I got up. Soon when I seen him in the air, all the pain that I was feeling left my body because I jumped right back over that fence and started running again. And it took him a while. I don't know why it took him a while to get back over the fence. I think because he had a longer run to get to the point where he was diving over the fence. But it took him a while to get back over the fence. So we eventually got straight. But I thought I was dead that day too. 'Cause when I hit the ground and I'm looking up and I was like, God damn, you see it's a dog. He is flying, the dog flying right now. I just made it over the fence, not a dog flying. And I jumped up and got over, and it took him several tries to get back over the fence. But at first try, he was right there with us. Cause I thought I was good after that. I was like, I'm gonna lay here for a minute. I'm gonna hurt. I know I'm gonna be hurting. I ain't hurt when I seen him flying across that motherfucker too.
Childs are beautiful dogs, but they like
They are, man. I remember
temperamental
when
as
I
fuck.
used to like bathe my dog, and then I would hit him with that shampoo that smelled real good, and hit him with a blow dryer. You know, they got that fluffy ass fur.
That's some work.
Man, he
It's
be
work having
smelling
him, though.
good. He be all soft, fluffy, but he will bite this shit out your ass. Like, don't fuck with him. He was crazy.
My homeboy's child was totally different though. I don't know. We get off the bus and his child just come off the porch Just as nice.
Like a cool, nice dog.
Just nice. You
My
know
dog
what I'm
was
saying?
not
Just
nice.
and just we
Want
get
some
off
love.
we get off the bus and he right there
Want some love?
and walk us right down into his house.
My dog will bite me, and I was the owner.
That's crazy.
Bite me.
Yeah, so you had to kill him.
Yeah, he won't right. He died though. So
You had to kill a dog.
And it's funny. I ain't seen a child in a long time.
You
I
don't
haven't
see
seen
them
a
much.
child in a long time.
You don't
either.
see them much.
They some beautiful dogs though.
seen them.
nah, they
I
nice
know they
dogs,
crazy
though.
though.
They I ain't
Take a
gonna
lot
say
of
nice
maintenance with
dogs.
them,
They are
I
With
think
their
it's
hair.
the breeding maybe.
they pretty dogs, but
Yeah.
they are. Depend on, I guess, depend on what kind of dog you got. They could be pretty mean.
Yeah.
They like in a Rottweiler.
Man, it's just all how you raise them, man. Come on.
Sometimes, but sometimes it don't matter. Sometimes like they can snap off and
But
just be,
chows are rare.
be
You
thrown
don't see
off.
them around here. You don't see chows as much.
Nah, I haven't seen any.
I ain't
I
seen
used
one
to
in a
see
long.
them
I ain't
when
seen
I
one
was
probably
younger.
since I had
I've
mine.
seen several of them.
I ain't seeing much.
But
I had a brown one.
the older I get, I ain't seen one in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a long time.
More pitch around here.
I want to kick a subject off.
Go ahead,
You
man.
got something?
Please.
Who got something? Y'all got
Nah,
something?
you got
No,
it.
kick off.
You got it.
I got something. This is what I talked about earlier, but we ain't never talked about it. So we gonna talk about it right now.
We did talk about this.
So, have y'all ever heard
Oh no, we ain't talk about this.
somebody venting to you, but then when you listening to them vent, you figured out that they were the problem?
You talking about somebody just spilling their guts? They talking about let me
so-
tell you about my day.
So, for instance, you listen to somebody be like, "Hey man, I had this something happen at work." And blah 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 blah, and you listen to it like you know how this person is.
Them
Like,
motherfuckers
yo,
got
that
me
was
fucked
you.
up.
Like you did that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like that's a real situation. Like you might want to call out that person, and they might not appreciate it.
They not gonna appreciate it.
No, because
At
they
all.
think that everything is all good when you really know that they the problem.
And they ain't gonna be happy with you.
Because
Right,
they're looking
you
for
right.
validation, right?
Yeah, they just
You
want
right.
you to be like,
They're just trying to
yeah.
vent. They looking for validation. They ain't looking for you to correct them.
But
They
that's a
looking
whole
for
They don't
other
wanna hear
validation.
the
subject
truth.
too. That's a whole nother subject, and we
Thinking
ain't
you
even
on that
talk
same
about like
shit they on.
that's a whole nother subject. Like, would you say something to
I'm gonna
somebody
tell
to
you.
tell them the truth, or would you say something to just be a yes man?
In
Like,
the past, I would have probably been like, and just let them vent. But now, I'm going to be like, that sound like you want some fuck shit. Because I don't give a fuck now. It's like, yo, it's to my best interest to tell you the truth. Because one or two things going to happen. You're going to take what I said and correct the fuckery that's been going on, or you're not going to talk to me again. And not talking to me again is doing me a favor because you coming to me with this bullshit.
that is that's
Sometimes
some
you
real
ask
shit.
people. Sometimes if people are telling you something like that, and you ask them enough questions, sometimes they almost feel like, damn,
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
it might be me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Though?
You ask
gotta
me the right
ask
question.
gotta ask them the right question.
But I don't have the patience for that. I'm just going to tell you straight off.
But you
Check
be
this
doing
out.
them a favor though, just like you said. If you ask them the right questions, they gonna be like, "Hold on, damn, maybe I was tripping." You know what I'm
It
saying?
might be me.
It's a strategic way to do it.
So
yeah.
is that possible
I don't know if
for
I had a page for
something
that.
that we talked about off camera? Is that possible for something we talked about off camera?
Definitely. That's my strategy all the time. Like I try to come at it in that perspective, but and hope it's picked up.
Have you feel like you've been successful?
Like
So you talking about you
Subconsciously.
indirectly saying something, but
sometimes
you,
I do that. Sometimes I do that because if you're gonna be a leader of some sort, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta like,
you talking about
especially when you don't know
you
a
talking about
person.
indirectly.
Yes, if you don't know a person's character,
So
sometimes
when
you
it
gotta
become
do
a
that.
time when you need to be direct,
But if it's my friend, I call you a friend.
you feel like you can be direct.
I
with
feel
them.
like I can be direct.
Okay,
I'm,
I
and I'm
understand
gonna
that.
try to be more direct with you. But if I'm like with a group of people and I'm like tasked with like leading them, I might be indirect because I don't know how they might react to what I'm saying.
But you get with the stuff they telling you.
Yeah, I'll try to take in what they're saying and then try to come up with a solution, but not be. If I think they're the problem, I'll try not to be abrasive about telling them. So it just depends. I guess it depends on the setting sometimes.
So when you talking about that, do it
But if you
depend
my
on
no, I'm sorry.
do it depend on who you dealing with, like how you handle that.
I think so. If you my friend, I feel like I should be able to be
You
direct
ready to
with
say
you.
it like you
But
want to
sometimes
say
sometimes you can't with friends.
Yeah, all friends don't accept shit the same
Yeah,
way.
sometimes you can't with friends either. Sometimes you might have to accept that.
That's true.
Because sometimes they might not take it either way you give it to them. Sometimes you might have tried being indirect and see if they catch the hint. And they keep coming to you with the same shit. And now I'm like, okay, check this out. Check this out, G.
Yo, my nigga, that's you.
Yeah, try this.
Like,
You
yo,
the
that's
one.
you.
You're the common denominator.
Try this on
Take
for
this.
size.
And they get mad at that. And so now it's like, all right, fuck it, man. Like, go over there with that. Go to Dr. Phil. Nigga. Like, leave me alone.
I didn't say what I had to say.
Yeah.
I definitely done had situations with certain people. I ain't gonna call them body out. Well, I've heard they whole plight, what they mad about, they venting, they going crazy. And I'd be like, yo, that sounds like a you problem. Like, sound like something you caused. You know what I'm saying? Like, you telling me all this, like whatever you talking about is valid. No. It's just you talking about a bunch of shit that don't make no sense. Like, you the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Also, sometimes too, though, I have a certain person in my life, and that does that. But all it is she's venting.
Like, wanting to get the shit off her chest.
Yeah, even if I listen to it, and you might surmise who this person is. I'm not gonna say it because it might fuck up my political connections. It's a her.
Okay.
But this person, they'll call me and just like be spewing like shit, and I'm like, and after about 20, 30 minutes, they're calm. After they just needed to get it out. No matter whose fault it is. It could be their fault.
But that's a different.
And then all I had to do was just listen. Sometimes that's what it is. So you gotta kind of know the person.
I mean, that's a difference, though.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said because I know I've dealt with that firsthand.
Sometimes all they want is an ear. That's all.
Yeah.
And
that
once they
makes
get it
sense.
out, they back to normal, and it's like, okay.
It's just like a
over
calmness on
Yeah.
Over
And
and
it's not
done
like
with.
you agreeing with them. You just listening. You like, okay, what else happened? Okay, all right. I see what you're saying. And it ain't like you condemning them or condemning the other party or whatever. It's just you're just listening, and that's all they want a lot of the time.
Yep. Tell the situation in their words.
Yeah. And then with you just listening, it calms them down, and they might come to a realization that it might be unspoken, but they might realize that
Overreacted.
yeah, I'm off it now.
Thank you for listening.
So it's a little bit of just knowing who you're dealing with and psychology, a little bit of psychology.
Yeah, well, I think it's a big part is knowing who you dealing with.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some people is tougher than some other folks. So you might have to deal with them with more
Kid gloves.
kitty gloves. Then you might deal with somebody else because they might not be able to handle it like somebody else would.
My mom is like that. When I talk to my mom,
I'm like, yo, I can't even talk to you like that. I got to talk to you a certain way.
Yeah.
And then other people on the outside might not understand why you deal with that situation, how you do. Like, look, just let me deal with this.
Yeah.
Because I know how to handle this person the right way. You know what I'm saying?
my mom is like that. Every time I talk to my mom, she be venting about shit, and I'll just be like, oh my God, mom.
Your mom, bro?
Yeah, my mom, she just be wanting to vent certain stuff, and I got to the point where I understand it now, and it's like, okay, I got it.
You got to do that for mom,
It's my
dudes,
mom,
though.
yes, I got it. I understand it now. I mean, before it was like, mom, like I don't care about none of this shit. That's what I'm thinking, but now it's like I understand it. It's like I get it. It's an outlet.
Yeah.
And let so much build up, they need to talk to somebody.
And somebody that isn't gonna react.
Yeah, because if it build up anymore, they might make the wrong decision.
Right.
I feel you.
All right, so on that same subject, do you feel like you wrong or justified in telling that person not what they need to hear, but what you think. Because you might be talking to somebody and they venting and they want to hear you say, yeah, you right. But you know they ain't. So you be like, nah, yo, you wrong. Like, you need to calm down with what you on. Like, you ain't right.
It depends on how
it just depends on your relationship with that person too,
and the seriousness of
the situation,
the gravity of the situation. Also, I think if it's about some trivial bullshit, then I'm just gonna be like, all right. But if it's some real serious shit, I'm gonna tell it how it should be told. Like, look, check this out. I'm gonna try not to be abrasive, depending on the person. If it's my mom, I'm gonna be like, look, Mom, check this out. Yeah. I see what you're saying, but have you ever thought about it like this? Give another point of view. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about who you, like you said, it goes back to who you dealing with. You got to kind of read the situation and have some awareness of it. Because I'm good for just spewing whatever the fuck I want to say, and I know a lot of times that gets lost in translation. Because people get caught up in bullshit. I could say something and be kicking super game. If I say one curse word, they get caught up on the curse word as opposed to the message that I'm trying to say. And I'm like, ugh, that's an excuse or a justification for you not getting the message. You know what I'm saying is real, but you saying, oh, you cursing at me because I said a cuss word. No, I'm not cussing at you. I'm like you not listening.
Hung up on the wrong shit.
Yeah, you getting hung up on the wrong shit.
You missing my whole point, so you can get caught up on this.
Yeah, but it's just a justification for them to stay in what they feel. It's like confirmation bias.
They ain't trying to accept what you saying.
Yeah,
so
just because you said it a certain way, and it's
Yeah.
like, nah, you missing the whole point. Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't get caught up on how I'm saying it. I might not talk how you want me to, but it might be the realest shit you ever heard if you just shut the fuck up and listen.
Amen to that. That's some real shit right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. They might not like the delivery, but
Yeah, so
shit gonna come at you right.
but a lot of times that has, if you care, sometimes you gotta like know who you dealing with and speak accordingly for them to get it, and I get that too. That's just the way it is.
I know if I was talking to my mom and I said some, like, if I started using like curse words, what I'm trying to tell her, it ain't gonna come across right. Cause she gonna be like, oh, who is you talking to? Like, you ain't talking to one of your little friends. Like, that's exactly what she gonna say. You know, I'm grown ass man. She ain't gonna.
So
let
even
that
if you
fly.
just cursing in a regular sentence, because I curse with my mom in a regular sentence,
curse
not like I'm
around my mom sometimes.
I ain't saying I'm
at
cursing
you.
at her, but just saying I might say shit or fuck.
Right.
Or,
I'll say something like that to my mom, but I'm like really talking about something serious to my mom.
yeah, that's what I'm
My
saying.
mom ask me some real stuff, and I'll be like, Mom, you gotta stop fucking around. If I say something like that, it's not gonna go well.
Oh, okay. Well, I can say that to my mom, and she'll grasp that. But
I can
certain
wait- I
people,
can
I
be
get
like-
it. Certain people might just hear fuck, and I'm like, man, get off of that. Get off your high horse and listen to what I'm saying. I know you in the church. I don't give a fuck about that. Listen to what I'm saying. Jesus was out here. He was out here breaking bread with the thieves and you know what I'm saying? Like he speaks to them how they need to be spoken to so they can get the message. Get off of that. You know what I'm saying? Some people just can't get past that, but it's a justification for them to stay in the state that they're in, even though you're telling them.
Like you said,
but
it's an
sometimes
excuse.
you might have to reel back, depending on who you're talking to. If you care enough, you might have to not curse and be like, look, say it without cursing. Say it without aggression. Say it without the passion that you normally have.
That's another subject that we have not talked about. And we was talking about this the last time I potted. We didn't talk
Podcasted.
about tone.
Potted.
We didn't never
That's
talk
my
about
potted
tone.
meat.
Tone is a serious subject when you saying something to somebody.
It can be. Like I said, a lot
Damn
of
right
people.
it can't be. It's serious to me.
No,
You saying something to me and your tone ain't right? Nah, I'm fucking bad. Like,
Yeah, that it is. It's a respect thing for sure. Mm-hmm. It is a respect thing, but sometimes, like me, I always say, man, I don't care how you feel about what I'm saying as it pertains to me. Like if I'm telling you something about me and how I feel and what I do, I don't care how you feel about it because it's me. How you feeling some type of way if I'm telling you this is what I do and I'm saying it a certain type of way, you can't feel no way about that. Like, that's crazy.
I mean, but that's the
But if I'm saying something to you and I'm like,
I'm saying like
being aggressive towards you and calling you out your name, that's something different.
No, I mean that's disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm saying that if you coming across and your tone ain't right, the whole point what you was saying will get lost.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it will be. Sometimes you need that tone to get your point across too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get
tone
lost.
ain't right,
I get
nigga.
lost in those
then
worlds.
I'm going somewhere else with
I react
Yeah.
different to it.
Yeah. You could say something totally legit. You could say, "Hey, how you doing?" If your tone different, you could taste that, and I could take it a whole nother different way.
Yeah, but I get that too. But sometimes you need that tone to get your point across.
Nah, you could be
Okay.
like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or you could be like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm taking that totally different. I'm ready to fight now.
Putting my dukes
Like,
up.
who you talking to?
What I'm saying is sometimes you need that tone to get your point across, and sometimes you don't care how anybody
Alright,
takes
so
it.
what you
So if
saying
you
that
ready to
coming
fight,
from
then
you,
we can
though.
fight, nigga. We can get to it.
All right, so what if somebody had that tone towards you?
That's what I'm saying.
So you accept it the same way?
Maybe they felt like they needed that to get their point across, and I might have taken it. Depending on how I take it.
But if your tone ain't right, you ain't gonna accept it right.
Sometimes you will. Depends on who it is. It's a respect thing.
I don't know about that.
Cause I think a lot of people use tone to justify their bullshit. Like I was
if your tone ain't right, you should be talking to me like you got some sense.
no, because
That's how I feel.
sometimes I be talking. You know how I talk, man. I don't mean nothing, but I be talking with like passion a lot of times, and that ain't like it ain't meant to be talking to you crazy. I just feel a certain way about what I'm saying, and I'm telling you about me. It ain't like I was talking to this chick on the phone the other day, and I was telling her, we was talking about, I forgot what we was talking about, but I was passionate about it. And I said a cuss word. And later on in the conversation, she said I cursed at her. I didn't curse at her. I just said a cuss word. I said shit or something like that. But it wasn't directed at her.
It was just in the conversation.
But she took it as I cursed at her. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't curse at you.
She singled out that one word.
She singled out that one word and missed the whole entire
That's the same
fucking
thing I was
point
saying,
of
though.
what I was saying.
Your whole point can be missed depending on what you say.
But that's that other person's problem. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times that's the other person. If you miss my point because I said
other person's
fuck,
problem though.
that's your problem. If you miss my point because I said fuck,
All right, so but
because I said one cuss word.
Let's back that up though. If you feel like somebody talking to you with disrespect, you're not gonna listen to nothing they say after that point where you feel like you're being disrespected.
Okay, so if we talking in a conversation right now and I say the word shit in a conversation, but we having a heated conversation, you ain't, or I say fuck, or I say bitch in a conversation. I didn't call you a bitch. I just might have said bitch in the conversation. That's how she took it. See what I'm saying?
That might be a little different.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. It's that some people just justify like certain words to stay on their bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's what I'm saying.
So that's giving them like
I used to argue with
get out
my-
of jail free card for everything that they what you said don't mean nothing.
I used
What
to argue
said-
with my ex, and every time I raised my voice or starts cursing, that was her bingo. I got you. Oh, you're cursing at me. I'm wrong, but you're cursing at me. Why are you losing that language on me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that shit that people use to justify, and you got to be more savvy than that.
But all right, so that's how she felt. But how would you feel if she took that tone towards you?
It wasn't a tone. It was just a fucking word. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
how
just
would you
used the
feel if
wrong
she
word.
talked
I
towards
didn't
you
give
like
a
that? What if
fuck.
she started calling you a bitch?
I didn't call her a bitch.
I ain't saying you did. I'm saying what if she did start calling you a bitch?
If she did call me a bitch, then I don't gotta talk to her no more.
What the fuck? So that's the same thing though.
But
The
no, it's
word
not.
that she used, you didn't cooperate with
It's
those.
not because she's calling me a bitch. I might have just said bitch in the conversation. I didn't say it to where I didn't say you a bitch. I might have
it's
said.
hard to use the word bitch without calling another person
That
a
was
bitch.
just an example. I think I said like shit or something, and she said I was cursing at her. That was just an example.
You can say it hurt like a bitch.
Man, don't talk to me like that because that's words I use. That's my
That's
words.
what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you know who I am, and then you start like you just because you want confirmation bias, you don't want to agree with what I'm saying, and then you start picking out words that I'm using, and you calling it, oh, your tone. You think it's your tone that I'm not? No, it's you.
Right.
You don't agree with it. That's cool, but don't try to justify it because I'm using certain words that you don't like because you go to church every Sunday. Like, get out of here with that.
But bro, I don't even go to church like that. If I know a chick talking to me in a certain tone, I'm gonna shut that shit down right then. Like, yo, who the fuck is you talking to? I don't care what you said. Yo, who the fuck are you talking to? That's exactly what I'm gonna say. Cause I don't like your tone. Like, oh, you a little loud. You a little loud right now. Like, oh, who? Like, what? You cussing? Huh? Who you talking to? I don't care what you saying.
What she
like,
do
don't
you
talk
like
to me
that?
like that.
What she do you like that?
That's what I'm saying. That's
No,
what
I'm
I'm
saying,
saying. If
like-
it happened to me, I've had it happen to me. That's exactly what I said. Whoa. What? Who the fuck you talking to? That's exactly what I say. Stop what you saying right there. Who the fuck are you talking to? That's exactly what comes out my mouth
The fuck?
at that point. I can't take it. Like, if we gonna talk to each other, okay, I could understand if I was talking to you crazy. If I'm talking to you crazy, I'm disrespecting you, whatever. Gloves is off. Go crazy.
Okay.
If I'm talking to you
that's
in a
what I meant.
sensible manner and you start getting a little extra with me, let's stop this conversation right now. Let's figure out who the fuck you talking to first.
I think it's
And
a
then we can
difference.
continue this conversation.
I think it's a difference between like people because a lot of I don't want to call women out, but women use that a lot. Like when you having a debate with them or arguing, it's a difference between having a certain tone and being direct. I'm just being direct. I'm telling you what I think and feel, and it's no
But what you saying might be
there's
insensitive.
no
to
knock
them.
on how you feel. It's just what I feel.
But
And
what
if
you
don't
saying
feel like
to
it,
them might be insensitive to them.
but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. I don't give a fuck. Like, why should it give? Because they get to say whatever they want to say.
But what you saying
And I'm
might
cool
be
with it.
insensitive, but you don't care, but they care.
Why do they care? They only care because they don't agree with it, is what I'm saying. A lot of people,
But this might be true though.
it might be, but why? I might not agree with you, but you can say it. And I ain't gonna criticize. I ain't gonna say your
I don't know
tone.
about that, though.
Your tone is the way you said that was.
Because if they feel like they want to say something you in that same manner, I don't think you will feel like that. I don't think
Yeah.
you just be like, all right, you said that and I'm cool with it.
I
You
am
gonna be
cool
like,
with
damn,
it because that's how you feel.
You said that to me?
I'm
What?
cool with it. If it's I'm not saying what you saying. Like disrespect is something different.
So
But
you
if I'm
talking
telling
about-
you
if I'm
how
telling
I
you
feel,
how I feel.
about something,
Okay.
and no matter how I say it, if I'm animated about it or what I say, it don't matter. That's how I feel. I don't have to project, or you don't have to project onto me what you feel. You can say, okay, that's cool, but this is how I feel, and leave it at that. I see a lot of times people want to project how they feel onto you, and then they'll use how you said it to make their point and justify how they feel about it to show that you're wrong. Just because I use a couple cuss words and what I said is like, you're angry.
It's how they took it, and
It's-
you
yeah.
had no intention.
I had
of
no intentions of that.
giving
It's
it
just
that
how
way.
I felt.
Yeah.
I might be passionate about it.
Yeah,
Might,
yeah.
I understand that
See
too.
what I'm
And I've
saying?
been like, I get what you're saying because I've been told that I'm passive aggressive, and no, I'm not passive aggressive. I'm not trying to make this escalate. So I'm trying to talk to you in a certain way where we still having a conversation.
Man, you know what? That same thing you just said, I think that is the issue with a lot of people. When you can get to a point where you be like, hey man, look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just want to have a conversation with you, but
Yeah.
I know it's about to go.
I don't want to fight.
So let's start where we at. let's get a mutual amount of respect for each other and let's continue this conversation because it's about to go left. You know what I'm saying?
Just recalibrate right quick.
Right,
Yeah.
like, because I know this is about to go in the wrong direction. And I can feel it going that way. Let's stop what we doing. Let's get back grounded and we can have a civil conversation with each other because it's about to turn into a whole nother different problem.
About to be a battle.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's possible where my tone ain't changed, but it's possible I might have said something slick.
I
But
think that'd be my problem. Too.
I said it with the same tone that I had where I'm not trying to fight with you. You know what I'm saying?
It just come out slick.
Yeah, and it ain't even. I don't want to. I'm.
And if it come off slick, so what?
Nah, because
So what?
I feel like my shit, I be saying.
Sometimes, so what? So what?
No, nah, because, okay, look.
So what? Come back slick.
No, because I'm not going to
So
take it the
what?
same
You
way.
might not
Don't
get
take
nowhere
it
like
personal.
that.
Sometimes,
No,
so what?
you know,
Sometimes, so
hold on,
what?
hold on,
Sometimes
hold
we
on.
nitpick certain shit.
Yeah,
It's
don't
like
take it
you missing
personal.
the point.
Don't take it personal.
Exactly.
No, I feel like me personally, I know I come off saying some fuck shit sometimes.
I do too.
And I know that if you come across to me like that, it's gonna be a problem. But I feel like I can do it. It's a
That
double
ain't right.
standard.
I
No,
ain't, I
you
ain't
right.
the same. I'm not the same.
It's
way.
not right.
I might call you
It's
out
a
on
double
it.
standard, but I don't want you coming to me like that. Okay, I said some fuck shit, but you better not say that shit to me, or we got a fucking problem. That's what I feel like.
I don't feel
See,
like
you
that.
wrong.
Sometimes
Yeah, you just wrong.
I'm not saying it's right.
I say some
wrong.
shit and I know it's slick, and
You need
sometimes it's like touche. If you come back with some slick shit, it's touche. But it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. I don't dish it out and can't take it. Like
And I honestly believe,
you know what I'm saying? Like
it hurts people
I get
worse when you say slick
I
shit.
get it. If I
It
feel
do.
it's really,
It really does.
if I feel it's really disrespectful,
it's
I'll
not.
tell you.
If you say some slick
I
shit
feel
and
if I
your
say some
voice
real
ain't elevated,
disrespectful shit.
or you not aggravated, and it just comes off like you just talking to him and it's still slick, that I think that cuts deeper than just if you hollered and cussed and screamed at him for some reason. I don't know why.
Because it's like you unbothered.
Yeah, and it ain't that
People
I'm.
react-
I ain't got time to be bothered. So this is what you gonna get.
I feel like if I come across and I know I'm disrespectful, I know that's what my goal was when I said what I said.
See, you a different type of nigga.
Like, I ain't
You just
got-
be
I'm trying to
I don't
piss
have
you
an
off when I
argument
say
in
this.
me. I don't want to argue. We either gonna talk or we gonna.
But that's the thing,
throw
though.
these
Sometimes
hands.
I want to argue.
You want to throw these hands?
Like, I'm going for that. I want the damn.
See, I'm not that.
I want the
Like, I
problem.
don't.
Oh, you be looking for the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to fight.
Yeah, I
well,
don't care.
I just want to talk.
I
talk to you.
told y'all this mad pause ago. I don't like when everything all good all the time. Sometimes we need some damn problems.
No, fuck all that. I ain't got time.
man.
I ain't got time for no problem.
Everything ain't gonna be cool all the time.
You like excitement.
Sometimes I don't be the one to make it bad.
You want the
I ain't
wrong.
mad
You want
at
the
it.
wrong kind of excitement in your life.
Yeah, man. Just you know, like a little bit of peace. It
I
don't
ain't
come
mad.
all. It don't come a lot.
Ah, man, it's peaceful all the time.
You know what peace is
Complacency.
for me?
What?
I don't give a fuck what you think about what I do or what I say.
Nah, peace.
I'm
is
gonna
com-
do it regardless, and that's my peace.
Nah, peace is
However you
complacency.
feel about it, it's on you. Go deal with that.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all seen Bronx Tale?
I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but I ain't seen it in a long time.
So long, bro.
It's been a minute since
Remember
I seen
Colangelo
Bronx.
and Sonny, right?
Colossus.
Colangelo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
Colangelo
Whatever you
and
say,
Sonny.
bro, I'm gonna go with it.
Colangelo asked Sonny, what did he prefer? Did he prefer to be feared or loved? I'm gonna take it past that, and I'm gonna add in. Okay, you got fear or love. What about loyalty, love, or respect, or money, power, and respect?
Money, power, respect, what you need in life.
Which one would you prefer to have, and why?
You saying what out of like all of those? What would I prefer?
Yeah. Pick you
Probably
a couple of them. And
For one, love is
Bro,
overrated. Right?
I agree with you. Because I done had some people that I know they love me do some grimy shit to my head.
Love is overrated for sure. So I think loyalty
Damn.
probably would be my one. Loyalty and respect would probably be my main two. Fuck love. Love ain't
This shit come and go.
yeah, it ain't no conditional love unless it's just you for your child.
Yeah, I kind of feel
You know what I'm
like
saying?
you got
Like-
loyalty. The love wouldn't really mean nothing.
Yeah.
If you got the loyalty, then you pretty much got what the love was gonna bring you anyway.
Exactly.
And then you always want that respect.
So none of y'all niggas want no money?
You said
I feel
money.
like the money gonna
ain't-
come though.
I think
You gotta
money is not
respect-
the same as those though.
Because everybody wants money.
If you got the respect, I feel like the money gonna come.
Money is tangible. Them other things are not, like intangible feelings, right? Or
That's-
intangible attributes
That's true.
to a sense, right?
That's true. So, and power is unnecessary if you got loyalty and respect.
Oh, no, not necessarily. Because you can have respect without power. Power is important. I mean, you should strive for power. I think
But can you have power
That's-
without having a little bit of fear?
You done threw some shit in the game.
Can you have power? You
It's
said,
not even like saying you gotta be the maniac, you killing everybody that don't agree with you, but like you gotta have a little fear. Say like
Yeah,
you a
with
CEO
power.
of a company, you
Yeah.
gotta have some fear in there. Like, hey, you don't agree with what I'm saying, I'll fire your ass, get you up out of here.
you got to have a sprinkle of that, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't gonna be able to be on that buddy system with everybody. Everybody, people gonna have to respect you and fear that you can, do what you're capable of doing. Being at the top level.
You're going to have to mean what you say.
Yeah.
But all right, so do y'all think that the fear would trump being respected? Like, if you was gonna run some shit, like, would you have to be feared or respected? Like, you had one or the other.
I think they can go hand in hand, but I think the respect is a little bit.
Cause see, I don't know if
More-
you like I say, I don't remember the movie, but Sonny felt the fear lasted longer.
I kind of feel like being respected would get you farther.
Yeah, I do too. But I think they
Right.
can go hand in hand also.
Yeah, well, if somebody's scared of you, man, that's gonna put them in a certain situation. So if they scared of you, they feel like you're gonna do something that's gonna detriment what they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. It
Yeah,
could
but
lead to that. That's why I say
scared though. But they scared of something.
not necessarily, but it could. That's why I say it can go hand in hand. Let's like take your parents or your mother or father. You could be scared when you was growing up. You could be scared of them, but still respect them. That don't mean you gonna try to take them out because you so. You know what I'm saying?
No, you might.
See what I'm saying? Like it can
That
go hand in
happens.
hand.
Yeah, you might
That
take them
does
out.
happen.
You could be Eminem or something like that.
That
But
does happen.
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, most of us grew up with a little bit of fear and a lot of respect for our
But that was fear of.
elders.
All right, so what I'm saying, all right, so you scared of a certain thing. You might not be scared they gonna take you out, but you was scared your parents was gonna whoop your ass, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can
So-
go hand in hand.
If you respected your parents, that's totally different from you being scared because you respect them to a point where if you made a bad grade, you feel bad that you let your parents down. Like, damn, my parents do all this for me. I respect them enough to me to go to school and make good grades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you also could be scared of the punishment that's gonna come along with you fucking up.
But that's what I'm asking. Which one would you
But it can also be the
have
same thing.
more? Which one would you prefer?
I think respect goes a little further than the fear. To me personally. But I could see where like fear could go a long ways also. Fear is a motivator.
It is. Yeah, it is. Niggas be scared to go to jail. That's why they act right.
Yeah. Fear is a motivator. So It just depends on the person that's wielding the power, how they use it and how they react with it sometimes. Because if I show you, if I make an example out of, if I'm like you said, a CEO of a company, I make an example out of this person. The rest of the people, they unlikely to try me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like you
You saw what happened to old John over here.
Yeah,
you want to end like John?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep on doing it.
Like I wish I could
That's a little bit of respect and fear too.
That's what I'm saying. They can go hand in hand.
You right.
I wish I could quote exactly why he said he chose the fear over that, because it was something where I treat him good enough where I'm gonna fuck it up. I know I am. I wish we could damn show the people what I'm talking about. But he was like, I'm gonna treat them good enough where they happy, but they're gonna be feared that they not gonna be able to be as happy without me or something. It was something to that extent.
Because the fear is, like, when you do fuck up, the fear is, or if you cross me, the fear is I'm gonna go so extreme that ain't nobody else gonna want to fuck with me. That's the fear.
Yeah, but that's like
It's
like
gonna
you
be
said, that's
over the
making
top.
An example though.
You skimming off the top, I could correct that by talking to you, but nah, I'm gonna cut your head off and display it. That right there is gonna put everybody else in check. That's that fear that he's probably speaking towards. That's an
mess with him.
extreme though, but like sometimes
The extreme is necessary sometimes.
that's what I'm saying. That
Sometimes,
works.
yeah, you right.
That's gonna work because like, oh shit, I can't get away with shit because this person right here don't play no games. They gonna love me and do right by me as long as I do right by them. But as soon as I fuck up even a minute amount,
It's off with your head.
off with my head.
All right, so can I ask y'all a question then? Let's stem off of that. We get to the point we start hiring folks. How y'all want them people to perceive you as? They want to fear you or respect you? Knowing that they working for the LVs.
A little bit of both.
I prefer respect.
I
Just
don't
want the respect.
want to have to put fear in nobody's
Just
heart.
respect, because you
that
see where
have.
we came from. If you
Yeah.
fucking trying to work with us, you see where we came from. So
I hope you
respect it.
But you still gotta fear a little bit of what that
Nah.
person is gonna do to you. As your boss.
Nah, I hope.
I don't think it's necessarily fear. It's just like, because the fear, like, just say like, okay, you working for somebody. The fear only comes in at because you need that job. See what I'm saying? If you didn't need the job,
Right,
you
you would
just
care.
working there.
All right, so I don't like this.
There's
I'm
no
gone.
fucking fear. But if I just wanted to work there because it's my dream job, I respect that person. So I'm gonna try to do right by them. See what I'm saying? That's where the respect goes further than the fear. Like if I'm just like working there and like, nigga, I know I can go get another job, man. Fuck this, I'll do it all. You know what I'm saying? But if I really fucking fuck with these people and I believe in what they trying to do and I really like this job, it's gonna be a respect factor. So I'm not gonna try to fuck it off and then like cut corners when I'm doing my job.
Maybe fear is the wrong word for the.
I mean, it could be a little bit of fear. I think I would rather lean towards the respect.
That's why I say I lean towards respect, because the fear ain't always gonna be there, because it's always gonna be somebody bigger and badder than you. Like I
exactly.
could come work for you. My dad could own like motherfucking like
Exactly.
1,000 banks. I don't gotta work for you. I'm just trying to not work for that asshole.
Yeah,
But I know I can fall back on that. See what I'm saying? So I ain't
That's what I'm
scared
saying.
of
Fear might be
losing
the
this
wrong
shit.
I
word.
honestly feel like once we get to that point, though, that's going to be a destination that's going to be for a select few, and it's going to be like their dream position. So it's going to be something they want to do. It ain't going to have, fear ain't going to have to
gonna be
do
respect.
nothing with it. Yeah.
I always feel like I want somebody, if I'm hiring somebody to do something, I want them to, I'm going to treat them with respect as long as they doing their job. But when they get to a point, I feel like the way that they doing their job is disrespectful to me and my business. All gloves is off. I don't give a shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
You don't give a shit anyway.
No, I do, but I'm saying I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. But when you start, I feel like you disrespecting me and my business. Like you work for me, but you ain't doing what you supposed to do now. So you disrespecting me at that point. Now I don't give a fuck no more. So now we going something else after that point. You know what I'm saying? But up to that point, I'm gonna treat everybody. I always come to everybody with respect because I expect respect in return. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting to the other point, I don't give a fuck no more. But I don't think they got nothing to do with fear. I just think that to the point where I don't feel like you respecting me no more. So I got to cut you off.
I agree.
So I think from a big standpoint, respect would be the biggest thing coming from all of us is just respect, man.
Another thing is it's gonna be some amount of fear anyway, because regardless, at that point where you talking, they should never be comfortable enough where they like, I got a job, whatever. Because
That's going to differ from person to person, I think.
yeah,
It is. Because some people, they going to feel like they cool with it like that.
Yeah.
They can talk to you like that. They your friend.
Well, some people just not going to give a fuck about what it is that you got going on.
hopefully
They just
we can
need it.
filter out that and not hire them.
Yeah, they just want a job. Yeah, but sometimes you seen that shit.
Yeah.
The bigger you get, the more people slip through the cracks. So
Yeah.
That's true.
you seen that.
See, we ain't trying to be super big. We just trying to be super rich.
I'm trying to be super respected, nigga.
With a
All
couple.
all that other shit gonna come.
A couple of employees. We don't need too many.
I'm just trying to inspire and make some money along the way, man. That's all.
That's a noble thing you trying
I
to
hope
do.
I can inspire the people. I know what I say and do ain't right all the time. I know it. I don't give a damn. If you feel like I feel, let me inspire you. If it works for you, let it work for you. That's all I'm saying. But once again, man, if you've made it this far, I would like to thank you. We would like to thank you for tuning in, for listening, for watching another
Appreciate
episode of the Legend Has It podcast. Let me implore you to go out there and be the best you can be. Live with a sense of urgency, with intention. Get to it. Stop acting like tomorrow is promised, because it's not. If it's anything that you want, go get it, or at least try. Stop just existing and live, because death is certain, but life is what you make it. So go get it, man.
Hey, man.
Go get it.
With that said, yo, thank you for tuning in. I go by the name of Artwork.
Hey, hit the like and subscribe button, please. And tell a friend. This is C Bodie, a.k.a. Man Boy, a.k.a. the notorious B-O-D-I-E.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you was gonna say that.
He was going crazy on it. But you already know, Bo in the building.
For sure.
It's R.A., a.k.a. Raul.
Yeah, man. So mop your carpet, man. Read a book. Bitch.
And that beat come in right here.
Cold.